Hi guys and gals. Well, one day I was sitting in the car, needed to get out, pulled the door handle, heard something snap, and then I couldn't get out of the car. So what I'm going to show you today is this is a 1997 Toyota 4Runner, and I'm going to show you, I did a little temporary fix on the inside of the latch here so that we could, so I can get out of the car instead of having to Dukes of Hazzard it and get out through the window. So what I'm going to do is, you're going to need just a few tools, and got some here to show you. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and what I've done here is I've put some electrical tape on it, as you can see, so that I don't scratch up the paint on the door, and some needle nose pliers. And you can do most of these steps in any order you want to get the door off. So what I'm going to do now is they have these little snaps in here. There's two fasteners, one right here and one right over here. Now this one's out because of age, it's kind of broken off, but what you do is, it's real simple on these things. You just push in the center and then get a grip on them and pull them out. That's how they come out. Real simple. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the screw out of the door latch area. There's just a Phillips head screw in here. That just unscrews like that. Take the screw out. And then you have to pull this whole assembly forward to get it out of the recesses in there. And you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a little rod that attaches here. I'm going to zoom in on that area if I can. Okay, there's a little rod right here. It attaches to the assembly. There's a little plastic snap. You just pull that and it'll unsnap. And then with the needle nose pliers, you grab that little rod and then you just pull down and this thing just slides right out. Next thing we're going to do is with our screwdriver, I'm going to go ahead and take off the handle here. You just pry up on this, there's little snaps in there as well. And then down underneath, you look underneath, little plastic pieces that you have to push, and then that just pops right off like so. And then what we have underneath are two bolts. You unscrew those, and we're almost there. Alright, now with the screwdriver that has the electrical tape on it, you're going to want to pry under an area of the door. I'd like starting at the corner. I've already started this, but what you'll do is you pry under there and open it up because it's got the little plastic snaps on the inside. And you do that all the way around the door, and then once that's done, you just lift the door off, the inside of the door. And what you'll have on the inside then is you'll have the wires attaching to for your electric door locks, your electric windows, your speakers, and everything else. So those have little tabs on them. And you probably don't need to remove these, but I go ahead and remove them because it just gives me easier access to the whole door. Push the little tab in. I'll show you here real close. On these, you push this little tab down, it unlocks it, and then you just pull the connector out. It's the same on both of them. Alright, so what I've got now is I've got the piece that was broken And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this and show you. There was a piece right here that stuck out and held this rod, and this rod slid along it. And I'll go over to my other door and show you what that looks like. We'll just go over here. Got the other door already disassembled. Pull that out. Alright, and that is what it's supposed to look like. That's the little latch that holds that same rod on the other side. Now I'm not sure, I haven't priced these, so I don't know exactly how much they cost, but I don't have any, so we're just doing this on a budget. Just something temporarily, or maybe even permanently, because I haven't used this very long. But anyway, so what I did is I took a twist tie, and I ran it through the hole, and I put a washer on this side, and a washer on the back side. And I ran the twist tie and looped it around the rod, and then make sure the outer diameter of the washers are big enough so that they don't go through the hole in the door, but small enough so that the twist tie on the back side doesn't come through the hole. So that's what it looks like. I don't think I can get back there to show you what the inside looks like. So anyway, once it's not super tight, but it's tight enough to let that slide. And what I did also was I sprayed a little bit of liquid wrench on there. You can use WD-40 or maybe a drop of oil or something, so that it gives it a little bit of sliding ability. Back up here. Alright, so now once you've got that back together, once that's assembled, let's go ahead and put all my plastic back together. On these doors there's a metal strip under here that slides right over the top of this part. So when you go to put it back together, but make sure you reconnect your electrical wires. You just push in, and when you hear the snap, they're in. And then you go ahead and start at the top. Slide your door inside, back down, and like that, like so. And then you can go ahead and push your little plastic snaps back in. You can go ahead and put the door handle back in. That's where the pliers come in handy again. You grab that little rod in there. Let's try to get a little closer on this. Okay, you grab that little rod, and then you slide the piece right over top of it, and then that little white piece, push it back until it snaps onto the rod like so. And then you push this back into the hole a little bit forward. You push it in and then slide it backwards, because it locks into the recesses in the sheet metal on the door itself. Then you go ahead and put your screw back in. Then you go ahead and put your other two screws back in. Nice and tight. You can put these little clips back in. You just pop that out a little bit, like so. Put it in the hole. and push it until it's flush. And that's what it'll look like. It'll be flush. So all of our parts are back in. That's back in. If I had this one, I'd have put that one back in as well. Door's nice and tight. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and put her handle back on. That just slides down into place like that. Get my tools out of the way. And go in the car. Let's see if this works. There you go. Temporary fix. I hope this helps you. Sometimes, you got to do things on a budget, and twist ties work for a lot of things. So go ahead and use that, and I'm going to be doing some more videos as I do simple repairs and things like that around on vehicles and things like that. So if you're interested in learning more, you can always view some of my videos, and hopefully you learn something, and hopefully it'll save you a little bit of money. So thanks for watching.